Welcome back to Monster Rancher Evo, everyone. In the last episode, we successfully went on a jungle adventure, and we got some bananas. So I'm not sure what we need to do for now, but I think we have to just go back to town and start talking to people, which is fine. But first things first, we have to care for our monsters. Arshia needs to be tossed, because as much as I like her, and as well as she did, what the heck? Oh, never mind. I saw something weird. Anyway, as great as Arshia was, she is not going to be our main here. So we are going to pull Arshia out of the team. I'm going to retire her, because now if we ever need a bodyguard, we'll just pull Leon out of retirement. But between episodes, I did not have any thoughts about where I was going to go from here, other than grabbing my Godfather movies and seeing what other monsters we can make. So I think that's what I'll do. I'm going to go grab my Godfather DVDs. We'll start banging out a few monsters and see who can take her place. And then if we need to fight again in the short term, I can simply temporarily seal somebody and then bring Leon out of retirement to deal with the problem. So, let me go grab my discs. I will be right back. My father made him an offer he couldn't refuse. Luca Brazzi held a gun to his head, and my father assured him that either his brains or his signature would be on the contract. It's a true story. That's my family, Kay. It's not me. Ugh. That isn't me either. Gross. So gross. Would you stop saying hubba hubba, please, Nayuta? No, I don't want to raise that monster. Ugh, let's try a different disc. Tell me something, Ma. What did Papa think? Deep in his heart. He was being strong for his family, but by being strong for his family, could he lose it? Could he lose his family? Whoa, that's weird. Also, it has boobs. I'm very kind of shocked. No, I don't want to raise that one either. To the next disc! Oh, Michael. Michael, you are blind. It wasn't a miscarriage. It was an abortion. An abortion, Michael. Just like our marriage is an abortion. Something that's unholy and evil. I didn't want your son, Michael. I couldn't bring another one of your sons into this world. It was an abortion, Michael. It was a son. A son, and I had it killed because this must all end. Also, that creature needs to end too, because screw him too. Oh my god, Godfather is letting me down today. You are so loved, Don Tomasino. Why was I so feared and you so loved? What was it? I was no less honorable. I wanted to do good. What betrayed me? My mind? My heart? Why do I condemn myself so? I swear, on the lives of my children, give me a chance to redeem myself, and I will sin no more. But I am absolutely going to sin with that monster, because holy shit. Okay, let's pull up some names, because now I've settled on one. We have our Techno Dragon now, and I will need to make a new list. New listing in the Excel sheet. Okay, let's look through all the names you guys submitted here. Ooh, that's a good one. Okay, so the name we're going with is one that is absolutely not fitting at all, which is why I want to name him that. This name comes from Stealth Maestro, who submits the name Pastrami. Like the sandwich. It could be because I'm just hungry, but pastrami sounds awesome, both in sandwich form and monster form. Alright, we are good to go. Pastrami the Techno Dragon, formed from Godfather 3. Who knew something wonderful could come from something so subpar? Okay, anyway, let's pair him up with, I guess, You know, I didn't see his name, his info. Let's, can I pull? No! Oh, thank you, Nayuta. Sorry. I'm going to set to create from book, not because I'm actually going to do so. Oh, god damn it. Alright, never mind. I was going to see if I should pair this dragon with Marlene. Oh, I can just look at the numbers here. Okay. So Pastrami has slightly more power than intelligence, which should be good enough. We'll go ahead and go for it. Ooh, and he's a hard worker. Awesome! All the monsters like being worked hard. So, intelligence, yes. We're going to be doing intelligence and accuracy. That's what we need right now. So, Pastrami is going to be an intelligence-based dragon, and what's his name? Anthemos is going to be a power-based dragon. So that should do it for this. Hooray. God, these episodes take forever when I'm making monsters. Alright, like, it's not taking any additional time for you guys because I do screen wipes, but my god, man, I've been at this session for several hours now, and we're not quite done yet because I keep having to stop to make monsters. So I will do some entries in my Excel sheet in the next episode, but for now, or between episodes rather, for now I will simply carry on. I hope that what we're doing does not constitute needing a fight, because we are in no way prepared for that. So let us see. Can we talk to you? Now that Godfrey is the envoy, your next step will be to meet the real Mau Mau. By the way, they say that the statue is approximately life-size. Whoa! Is Mau Mau really this big? Well, you have to be powerful to protect an entire village. And the more powerful you are, the bigger you are. That just makes sense, right? Yeah, I guess so. Okay, so try not to be surprised when you meet the real thing. Maybe you should practice being around the statue for a while. So does that mean we have to go back into the jungle, is my question. Now that Godfrey's been recognized as the envoy, we can finally meet the real Mau Mau. Mau Mau is the guardian of the village, and Mau Mau's horn. What's he like? Let's go check in with Mama, and we'll see if she gives any direct clue, and if not, I'm just gonna assume we have to go back and adventuring, because we never got all the way through the jungle. We just got partway through the jungle, so here we are. Take good care of my Godfrey. I'm afraid he's still got a long way to go. Well, that was informative. Alright, so I assume we just have to go back into the jungle, which means I'll probably put a monster on the bench to get Leon back out here. So there's nothing to do at the moment. I do need to go through the experience points of the two monsters that we brought with us the last time around. God, that is painful to see. Just how few skills and such there are. Okay, so... Whoops. Alright, so reverse read, life damage A, hit rate S. Yes, accuracy. God damn it. Alright, never mind. Alright, and then you need an accuracy attack up front. Let me think. So, right now I'm keeping all my monsters in the back row, so let's get you a far range physical attack. Gravity 0. So you already have one. So I could probably just do nothing with you for a moment. So I can get one of the more powerful attacks later. And then Zavlance is kind of in the same boat. But he needs a close-in attack. He's got a far range, so really I don't need to do anything with anybody. Because everyone needs some more experience points first. Okay. That's fair. No problem. We will keep going with this for the moment. You need a meat dish level 1. Do I have one? I do not have a meat dish level 1. Alright, let's go get a meat dish level 1. Why does Lambert have all these problems raising monsters? Okay, so we're in okay shape. I'm still trying to figure out who I want to bench. Because I don't want to go into the jungle. I guess I shouldn't bench anyone right now, because at this point, I need to get all 5 of these monsters raised. So we're not going to bench anyone yet. We'll do a show, and then I'll bench somebody, bring Leon back, go on an adventure, have Leon do the work, and then we'll keep switching off like that. The nice thing is, because the game... like... Oh, god damn it. I bought the meat dish, but didn't actually use them. Because everything is so close by, then it's really easy for me to get all this stuff. Like, back in the old days, when you had to freeze and unfreeze and retire and unretire and all that, you had to go to different areas, it required loading screens and all that. This is a much faster system, so I really so like this game so much. I accidentally clicked into the IGN review of Monster Rancher Evo earlier today while I was trying to find the icon legend of these training gadgets, and IGN gave the game a fairly mediocre score, which, you know, I'm not one of those lunatics who's going to scream and bitch and rant and rave about someone's opinions who disagree with mine, as long as no one's hurting anybody, and video games are basically the least important thing on the planet. So... you know, the IGN reviewer didn't like this game. The strap line of the review was it takes a few evolutionary steps backwards, and I vehemently disagree. I think this game's better than Monster Rancher 4 in basically every way. It is what it is. Opinions are just mine and theirs, and neither are right or wrong. But, that said, I just disagree. I like this game very much, and I like the little quality of life changes they've made, such as the fact that it's fewer loading screens to do what you want to do in this game now, compared to Monster Rancher 4, so it is what it is. And it seems that Windsong is doing fine, so I can probably just stop checking in on him. Someone suggested I check in every week, which makes sense. It totally makes sense. Just to make sure there are never any problems, but Windsong seems to be in good shape, so I think we'll be alright. And since everyone's a hard worker, their stats are probably going to get up there pretty quick. Alright, so we will do a show on week 2 of August. And then we will, let's see, that will probably do it for the episode. And then we can go back into the jungle in the next one. Yeah, the timing should work out all around there. So Leon will, Winlore, I'm sorry, the monster is retired. Which one? Kalen is injured. Try not to let that happen all the time. Sure. Sorry, Kalen. Alright, so... Well, that delays the show then, because I want her back when I do it to maximize my income. So that will also kill some time here, because I can't do the show until we have all 5 monsters. I mean, I can, just not gonna. So... Okay, everyone's motivation is capped, so hopefully Albert doesn't force us to do a show. We'll have plenty of stat gains, but I really want Kalen to be a part of it. Yeah, everyone's at max motivation now. So at this point, I'm just wasting everybody's time. The monsters, I mean. I'm wasting their time. Their lifespans, for lack of a better word. Come on, Kalen. Stop being injured. Kalen. Work harder, Kalen. I know your wings are made of bones. Just slap some glue on them and let's go. All right. Kalen is back. All right, Albert. Everyone's at max motivation again. Let's just do it next week. That is next week, right? Because I hit the wrong button? Yes. Okay, cool. And back to working hard for you. All right. Let's do it. Let's do a show. After we make sure everyone is functional here. Awesome. Okay, we have our plan. So we'll do our show, we'll close the episode, and then in tomorrow's episode, we'll save and then immediately go into the adventuring zone and hopefully not die. Theoretically. Still haven't decided who to bench. It doesn't really matter. I should probably bench whoever's the youngest. That way I spread their ages out. So I would need to bench our newest dragon. We will see. Alright, let's go. Let's do the show. I haven't seen Godfather in a while. I tend to watch it at least once or twice a year, just because I love the movie so much. I don't know, but I haven't had the urge. It's kind of strange, like, this year has been a little odd because I have not had the urge to do some of the things I do every year, such as play Final Fantasy VI. And I'm not sure why, but it doesn't matter, you know? Like, I'm just gonna... It doesn't matter what I do for fun or not for fun. It could be because I've been so busy doing other things. Just trying to get the show going and, you know, trying to do all these videos and hopefully entertain you guys a little bit, help distract you from the dreariness of every day or however or why ever you watch these videos. I know there is more than one of you who watches the show because of my voice being calming and keeping you kind of sane, lowering your anxiety. Although I'm sure when I do Baron Dottie, that probably doesn't help very much, but, you know, I know some of you listen for this for my voice, some of you listen for this because of just the random little stories I get. Some watch for the gameplay only, and that's okay too. And as always, I appreciate all your views, no matter how often you watch. Not every game is for everybody, and I am not so egotistical to think that you need to watch every little thing I produce, else you are not a real fan or something, some other BS like that. So I appreciate what kind of time you can give me. I have been asked before why I alternate series instead of doing them all at once, and I believe I believe my decision has been good, and part of that is because some of the fans, including Archmage Kalen, who Kalen is named after, has told me privately on the Discord that, you know, she gets busy too, everyone gets busy, and they fall behind series. And if I just do... if I do nothing but Monster Rancher for a month, it'll get done faster, but if you fall behind, then you don't have a chance to catch up and be part of what's happening, you know, at that moment. So that's why I alternate series. Not only does it give the channel a little variety for people who don't necessarily like Monster Rancher or whatever game I happen to be doing that day, but it also gives you a chance to catch up if you fall behind for whatever reason. I have plenty of people who watch the show only for Monster Rancher or The Sims, and by alternating with, say, Evil Genius, it helps to, you know, keep you a little occupied in case you fall behind and just need a moment to catch up, or you get distracted with other channels or whatever. The cool thing about YouTube is all these videos are up forever-ish, so, you know, you can watch at any time. That's why I archive streaming Sundays as well. So hopefully you guys enjoy what I do around here. Although if you're watching this, which is, I believe, episode 41 at this point, I think maybe, probably you guys are pretty invested in the playthrough and my style and everything. And as always, I thank you very much for sticking with me through it, especially the slow bits. You know, I've talked about before how I'm not the fastest gamer. I don't want to be the fastest gamer. I like stopping and smelling the roses and I like having all my ducks in a row, as I said before. That slows me down, and that's true of everything. That's true of every job I've been a part of. I never work as fast as people want me to work. Well, I shouldn't say never, but I know I've had bosses who want me to work faster. I've had bosses who think I'm being lazy. I don't feel I'm being lazy. Maybe I'm being lazy. I don't feel I'm being lazy. But it's, I take my time because I want to get things right. I would rather take 5 extra minutes or 10 extra minutes or however many extra minutes to make sure something is perfect. Like in the retail space, I wanted to make sure everything was perfect so it didn't get returned, because God knows in Walmart you can return anything for any reason. And so there was a lot of lost time dealing with people returning merchandise and me having to fix it or restock it or whatever, and that took time. And I would rather take a little extra time now to prevent a lot of extra time being taken later. But that's just my philosophy, and it certainly was not, and probably is not, Walmart's philosophy. Walmart is volume over quantity. It's quantity over quality, which is why people shop at Walmart not expecting stuff to last them very long or whatever. But, it is what it is. I've always had a different philosophy in life, and maybe that makes me a bad businessman. Maybe that's why my channel isn't doing as well as it could, because there are certain things I focus on and don't focus on, and that's why I try not to annoy you guys with pushing for Patreon and pushing for PayPal and other ways to give me money. Maybe I should. I recently read a tip that you should be totally shameless and completely aggressive with pushing your product, and maybe that is true. Maybe that is my problem, that I am not pushy and aggressive enough, but I like the way that I run my channel, and I hope that I gain a little bit of respect for running my channel the way I run my channel, and where I don't constantly harp at you. So, anyway, hopefully that gave you a little bit of insight to what I do around here, but either way, that will do it for this episode. We will pull Leon, classic old dependable Leon, out of retirement to help us out in the jungle for the next one. So that will be fun. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow for another episode.